गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। ॐ वक्रतुण्ड महाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभा निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा। ओंकारं बिन्दुसंयुक्तं नित्यं ध्यायन्ति योगिनः कामदं मोक्षदं चैव ओंकार ईश्वराय नमो नमः। ॐ सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणी। विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा। ॐ सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै। तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्तिः शान्तिः। ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात्। ॐ भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ त्र्यम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमिव बन्धनान् मृत्योर्मुक्षीयमामृतात्। ॐ त्र्यम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमिव बन्धनान् मृत्योर्मुक्षीयमामृतात्। ॐ त्र्यम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमिव बन्धनान् मृत्योर्मुक्षीयमामृतात्। ॐ ह्रीं नमः शिवाय। ॐ स्थापकाय च धर्मस्य सर्वधर्मस्वरूपिणे अवतारवरिष्ठाय रामकृष्णाय ते नमो नमः। ॐ जननीं शारदां देवीं रामकृष्णं जगद्गुरुं पादपद्मे तयोश्रित्वा प्रणमामि मुहुर्मुहुः। ॐ नमः श्रीयतिराजाय विवेकानन्दसूरये सच्चित्सुखस्वरूपाय स्वामिने तापहारिणे। ॐ नमः शिवाय शान्ताय कारणत्रयहेतवे निवेदयामि च आत्मानं त्वं गति परमेश्वर। ॐ श्री सीता लक्ष्मण भरत शत्रुघ्न हनुमत्समेत श्री रामचन्द्र पर ब्रह्मणे नमः। ॐ आपदाम् अपहर्तारम् दातारं सर्वसम्पदाम् लोकाभिरामं श्रीरामम् भूयो भूयो नमाम्यहम्। ॐ यत्र यत्र रघुनाथकीर्तनम् तत्र तत्र कृतमस्तकाञ्जलिम् बाष्पवारी परिपूर्णलोचनम् मारुतिं नमत राक्षसान्तकम्। ॐ वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनम् देवकी परमानन्दम् कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुम्। ॐ मूकं करोति वाचालम् पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिम् यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधवम्। ॐ सर्वमङ्गलमाङ्गल्ये शिवे सर्वार्थसाधिके शरण्ये त्र्यम्बके गौरी नारायणी नमोऽस्तुते। ॐ असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मामृतं गमय। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। ॐ सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत्। ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ॐ शान्ति शान्तिः शान्तिः। Lord, make me an instrument of thy peace. Where there is hatred, let me sow love. Where there is injury, pardon. Where there is discord, unity. Where there is doubt, faith. Where there is error, where there is despair, hope, where there is sadness, joy, where there is darkness, light. O Divine Master, grant that I may not so much seek to be consoled as to console, to be understood as to understand, to be loved as to love. For it is in giving that we receive, it is in pardoning that we are pardoned, it is in dying that we are born to eternal life. Song number 4. Guru Charanam Bhaja Guru Charanam, 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 Sad Guru Charanam Bhavaharanam, Sad Guru Charanam Bhavaharanam, Sad Guru Charanam Bhavaharanam, Sad Guru Charanam Bhavaharanam, Manasa Bhajare Guru Charanam, Manasa Bhajare Guru Charanam, Dostara Bhavasagar Taranam, Dostara Bhavasagar Taranam, Guru Charanam Bhaja Guru Charanam, Guru Charanam Bhaja Sat Guru Charanam Bhavaharanam, Sat Guru Charanam Bhavaharanam, Bhajare Manasa Deshikendram, Bhajare Manasa Deshikendram, Bhagavan Sadguru Rama Krishnam, Bhagavan Sadguru Rama Krishnam, Guru Charanam Bhaja Guru Charanam, Charanam Bhaja Guru Charanam, Sat Guru Charanam Bhavaharanam, Sat Guru Charanam Bhavaharanam, Sharada Sameta Sri Rama Krishnam, Sharada Sameta Sri Rama Song number 6. गाहो रे जय जय राम कृष्ण नाम, गाहो रे जय जय राम कृष्ण नाम, गाहो रे जय जय राम कृष्ण नाम, गाहो रे जय जय राम कृष्ण नाम। आजी ये शुभ दिन मिलिए भगत जने, आजी ये शुभ दिन मिलिए भगत जने, गाहो गाहो राम कृष्ण नाम, गाहो गाहो राम कृष्ण नाम, गाहो रे जय जय राम कृष्ण नाम, गाहो रे जय जय राम कृष्ण नाम। राम कृष्ण नामे राम कृष्ण प्रेमे, राम कृष्ण नामे राम कृष्ण प्रेमे, मातिया उठुक धरा धाम, मातिया उठुक धरा धाम, गाहो रे जय जय राम कृष्ण नाम, गाहो रे जय जय राम कृष्ण नाम। हरिते बुखार प्रेम अवतार, हरिते बुखार प्रेम अवतार, प्रभु राम कृष्ण गुणधाम, प्रभु राम कृष्ण गुणधाम, गाहो रे जय जय राम कृष्ण नाम, गाहो रे जय जय राम कृष्ण नाम। जय राम जय कृष्ण विश्व गुरु राम कृष्ण, जय राम जय कृष्ण विश्व गुरु राम कृष्ण, एकाधारे श्यामा शिव श्याम, एकाधारे श्यामा शिव श्याम, गाहो रे जय जय राम कृष्ण नाम, गाहो रे जय जय राम कृष्ण नाम, गाहो रे जय जय राम कृष्ण नाम, गाहो रे जय जय राम कृष्ण Song number 10. काली महेश्वरी पार्वती शंकर, काली महेश्वरी पार्वती शंकर, शरणं 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 मां, शरणं जय जय राधा सीता रुक्मिणी जय जय काली महेश्वरी पार्वती शंकरी काली महेश्वरी पार्वती शंकरी शरणं 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 मां शरणं 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 मां वाणी वीणा वाणी जय जय वाणी वीणा वाणी जय जय वागीश्वरी जगदीश्वरी जय जय वागीश्वरी जगदीश्वरी जय जय विद्यारूपिणी विश्वविमोहिनी विद्यारूपिणी विश्वविमोहिनी वरदे देवी जगदम्बिके वरदे देवी जगदम्बिके वरदे देवी जगदम्बिके वरदे देवी जगदम्बिके काली महेश्वरी पार्वती शंकरी काली महेश्वरी पार्वती शंकरी शरणं 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 मां शरणं 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 मां शरणं 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 मां शरणं 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 जय मां जय मां जय 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 मां जय मां जय जय मां जय मां जय मां जय 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 मां जय मां जय मां जय 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 मां जय मां जय मां जय 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 मां जय मां जय 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 मां जय मां जय Jai Ma, Jai Ma, Jai 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 Ma, Ma Jai Ma, Jai 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 Ma, Jai Ma, Jai Ma, Jai 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 Ma, Ma Jai Ma, Jai 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 Ma, Jai Ma, Jai Ma, Jai 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 Ma, Jai Ma, Jai 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 Ma, 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 Jai Ma, Let us meditate for a few minutes. Please close your eyes lightly. Take a deep breath and breathe out. Breathe in deeply and breathe out. Once again, breathe in deeply and breathe out. Imagine that your whole body from top to toe is covered with soothing, cool, white light. Now bring in a golden light and place it on a lotus in your heart. The spiritual heart center is located just above the navel and below the sternum. Imagine there is a red lotus. Your whole body is full of white light. There is a red lotus. And on the lotus, place a golden lamp. The lamp is burning slowly, without any movement. Focus totally on the light that is within. As we are remembering our mothers today, imagine you are taking this golden lamp in your hand and placing it at the feet of your mother, seated in front of you. Mother is pleased and blesses you abundantly. bring that lamp back and place it on the lotus in your heart. Now let that light or the lamp illuminate your whole body. The white light now turns into golden. Now let us chant the mantra Om 3 times and conclude this short meditation. Take a deep breath. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. ॐ यथाग्नेर्दाहिका शक्ति रामकृष्णे स्थिता हिया सर्वविद्यास्वरूपां तां शारदां प्रणमाम्यहम्. I offer my salutations to the Divine Mother, Sharda Devi, who is like the fire and its power to burn, and who is adored by Sri Ramakrishna. Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu Matrarupena Samsthita Namastasyai 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 Namo Namaha. Repeated salutations to the Divine Mother who is present in all beings as the Mother in all. Today we are conducting our monthly satsang, and with this special theme of the Mother's Day, which was celebrated last week. Even though there need not be any particular day to celebrate the Mother's Day, yet Western tradition has it, and therefore we will try and celebrate it. But it is a good occasion for us to remember the concept of a motherhood. In the Ramayana, two verses occur with regard to the glory of mother and motherland. The first one is a verse attributed to sage Bharadwaja. Sri Ram and Lakshmana visit the hermitage or ashram of sage Bharadwaja, and Bharadwaja gives them some instructions. And Bharadwaja instructs Sri Rama. He says, Mitrani dhana dhanyani prajanam sammataniva janani janma bhumischa swargadapi gariyasi. Friends, riches, means wealth, grains, etc., because it was an agricultural society, they are highly honored in this world. But mother, Janani, Janmabhumi and motherland are superior even to heaven. Swargadapi gariyasi. Later, when Sri Ram and Lakshman were in the forest, Sri Rama tells Lakshmana, Api swarnamayi lanka name Lakshmana rochate janani janma bhumischa swargadapi kariyasi. O Lakshmana, even this golden Lanka, because after the war with Ravana, Sri Rama won over Lanka, and in those days it was Sri Lanka was known to be one of the richest of places, because Ravana, the king, had won over Kubera, god of wealth himself, and had built golden buildings over there laden with gold. And therefore Rama says to Lakshmana, even this golden Lanka does not appeal to me, Lakshmana. Mother and motherland are superior to heaven. The name mother is uttered in various ways. Different names of the mother are given. In South India, for example, mother is known as Amma, and elsewhere in South India, elsewhere in India, she is known as Ma, and in other cultures as well. We have, sorry, can somebody, it goes to the last one for some reason. Third slide. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. Mom, mama, mummy, madre, mama sita, and all of these words are derived from an idealized relationship with mother, known as the sweetest being we will ever know in our life. And the first sounds in our earthly existence are made known to us from this woman whom we call as mother. And she is the only loyal support for us. And the term mother is the highest form of address that we can give to anyone. And further, mother is the ideal that inspires all relationships that are fostered during our earthly existence. So the significance of women in the lives of all men, women and children can never be overstated. Next. Bulwer Lytton, the 19th century novelist, he says, nature's loving proxy, that is, she is the very form of nature, she is the loving proxy of the nature, the watchful mother. Alice Walker also says, women people the world. That means without women there can be no existence at all. So naturally we all owe our existence to a woman. We find in our culture, there are acts of violence against women. Unfortunately, movies portray these scenes of destruction of women, movies and media, they portray the scenes of destruction of women and children. But ironically, it is also seen that women are the people who are likely to hold back other women who attempt to improve their circumstances through education or economic empowerment. We are all aware of such circumstances. Despite this, we must continue all our efforts to hold up the ideal of the motherhood, ideal of womanhood, and encourage society to develop values that ensure that we all succeed. The next. There is a Jewish proverb, it's a beautiful proverb. God could not be everywhere, therefore he made mothers. What a beautiful proverb it is. She is there present in every being as the mother. Martin Luther King also said, when Eve was brought unto Adam, he became filled with the Holy Spirit, gave her the most sanctified, the most glorious of appellations. He called her Eva, that is to say, the mother of all. He did not style her wife, but simply as mother, mother of all living creatures. In this consists the glory and the most precious ornament of woman. Motherhood demands a lot of sacrifice. The importance of mother. Motherhood demands a lot of self-sacrifice, as every one of us are aware of. What is motherhood and how can it be expressed? Just to mention some of the positive aspects, some general traits that are seen in all mothers. Being a mother means assuming responsibility for the child. Being a mother means expressing love and caring. on a steady basis, not an one-off. It means responding to the needs of the child, basic needs of the child, often putting the needs of the child ahead of one's own. It also means protecting and defending the child. We see that all the time. Seeing the child's faults and forgiving the faults, all the while sustaining a wholehearted acceptance. And a mother is one who comforts the child. A mother is one who serves as a role model and a guide to the child. Mother is one who can listen to and respect the child as a person. And mother is one who can sustain steadfast and enduring love even after we become independent. In today's world, men also care for and become a mother figure. In some families, it is the father who cares for the children, looks after the children, especially where mothers are full working mothers. Sometimes the fathers take upon the roles of the mother. So that's why in the beginning when I chanted Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu Matrarupena Samstita, that I bow down to the mother who is present in all beings, not just in women, but also in all beings. In today's world, it may be a necessity. They may do the mothering as a necessity, but some do it by choice as well. Thus, we can see there is a role change in this concept of mother. And the society also has started acknowledging that men also have maternal traits. Some men not only nurture their own children but also others' children. Next. Manu was a sage who is known as the lawgiver. That means he is the one who wrote the law for the society, especially the Indian society, several thousand years ago. And in his writings we find this wonderful statement. From the point of view of reverence due, a teacher is tenfold superior to a mere lecturer or a mere instructor, not mere teacher. It's a typo there. A teacher is tenfold superior to a mere speaker or a lecturer. A father is 100-fold greater than a teacher, and a mother 1,000-fold than the father. And he beautifully writes there, where woman is respected, there alone will the gods love to dwell, love to live and smile. So from the point of view of reverence due, mother is given the highest respect. To see the mother in a woman is considered to be the highest honor that could be bestowed on her. And we submit ourselves to our mothers most willingly than to our fathers, naturally. It was in India that God was thought of as the mother too. That creation was explained through the action of a female principle in the universe, and that nature too was regarded as feminine. than masculine. That's why its nature is called as Prakriti. Prakriti is a female name, Prakriti. So all manifestations of power on earth have been regarded by the Hindus as parts of the mighty Shakti, the mighty power of the divine, without whose aid the immutable Brahman or the Supreme Being cannot have this sport of creation, preservation and destruction. In a Hindu proverb says that it is not the building that makes the home, but that it is the housewife that constitutes the home. Any disrespect towards womanhood was not accepted by our sages. In addition, the history and our tradition gives great importance to some sages whose name Gargi, Maitreyi, Vachaknavi, Vak and others are mentioned in our scriptures. So some people who are ignorant, they do not know that women also were great rishis in the past. And Swami Vivekananda says that in future many more Gargis, many more Maitreyis will be born, many more will come. Unfortunately, there has been a reduction of the number of such great saints or sages, but in the future there will be many more of these great saints among women. Swami Vivekananda said, the one thing that fulfills womanhood, that is womanliness in woman, is motherhood. The position of mother is the highest in the world. There is an interesting incident in the life of Holy Mother Sharda Devi. As most of you who have read the life of Sri Ramakrishna and Holy Mother Sharda Devi know, that Sharda Devi was given in marriage to Sri Ramakrishna when Sharda was barely 5 years old. And when Sharda became older, about 14 or 15 years old, she wanted to go and see her husband who lived in Dakshineshwar in Kolkata, and she lived in her village, Jairambati. So she went, she stayed there, and Sri Ramakrishna treated her as her equal. Now, her mother, Sharda Devi's mother, Shyama Sundari, could not accept that her daughter was married to a mad person, so-called mad person, Sri Ramakrishna. So she used to lament, "Oh, I gave my daughter in marriage to such a mad son-in-law. She could not set up a household because he is always got intoxicated, nor can she have any children. She could not even hear herself called as mother." One day, the master Sri Ramakrishna heard this and said, "Oh mother," see, in Indian tradition, even the mother-in-law also is addressed as mother. So he said, "Oh mother, don't grieve on that account. You will see that your daughter will have so many children that she would be tired of hearing the cries of mother, mother from them." And Holy Mother says, what he said has literally come to pass, oh my dear, she says this to one of her disciples. Now, what was the relationship between Sharda Devi and Sri Ramakrishna? Something unique. Sharda Devi one day asked her husband, Sri Ramakrishna, "What do you think of me?" Sri Ramakrishna replied at once, "The mother who is worshipped in the temple, who has given birth, is the mother who has given birth to this body, and she is living in the concert room." It was a room at the Dakshineshwar temple. "And she again is massaging my feet," that is, you are massaging my feet at this moment. And he said, "Verily I look upon you as the visible representation of the blissful mother." In fact, when Sri Ramakrishna gave up his body, he passed away, the Holy Mother, who was living there in that room downstairs, was informed that Sri Ramakrishna has left the body. She climbed the stairs crying, and she went and bowed down at the feet of Sri Ramakrishna and cried out, saying, "O Mother Kali, where have you gone, leaving me behind?" That is the relationship that Sri Ramakrishna and Holy Mother had with each other. Holy Mother used to consider Sri Ramakrishna as the Divine Mother herself. And he in turn used to consider Sri Sharda Devi as the Divine Mother. So we see in later days, Sri Ramakrishna, we see that Sri Ramakrishna worshipped the Holy Mother Sharda Devi as Shodashi. Probably in the year 1868 or 69, it was the day of Phala Harini Kali Puja. In fact, 4 days ago, that is last Thursday, this Tithi or this day in the Hindu calendar was observed as the Phala Harini Kali Puja day. So on that day, Sri Ramakrishna asked his nephew Ramlal to make preparations for the worship of the Divine Mother in his own room. Nobody knew about it. Even Ramlal did not know about it. He just said, spread an asana or a seat, or put a seat there, and then make arrangements for all the worship, articles of worship in my room. So it was done, and Sri Ramakrishna then said to Ramlal, "Go and call your aunt, that is Sharda Devi." So when she came, Sri Ramakrishna asked her to sit on the seat meant for the deity. Without a murmur, she sat on that seat, and Sri Ramakrishna asked his nephew to close the doors and leave. So within the closed doors, Sri Ramakrishna performed all the ritualistic worship and then invoked the presence of the Divine Mother in the form of Sri Sharda Devi. When later a disciple asked the Holy Mother, "Mother, you are always so shy. How is it that you could accept the worship of your own husband?" The mother said, "Well, what did I know? I just was asked to come and sit, and I completely forgot myself. I lost myself, and I sat there. Only when his worship was all over, he offered his rosary to me. The rosary is indicative of the fruits of all of his sadhana, spiritual practices. Offered his rosary and asked me to get up and leave. So that's how this worship took place, and Sri Ramakrishna invoked the presence of the Divine Mother, which was already dormant in her, and made her or raised her to the level of the Divine Mother. We also see that Sri Ramakrishna took as his guru, as his spiritual master, Bhairavi Brahmani, who came to Dakshineshwar by a divine command to teach him. And she made him go through several very rigorous practices of the Vaishnava Tantra. And he achieved fulfillment in those practices. So with this, we can see that Sri Ramakrishna Ramakrishna brought this awareness that spiritual instructions can be received from anyone, whether it be a child or a woman or anyone. And one can travel through the path of spirituality. And he also installed Holy Mother Sharda Devi as the Divine Mother on this earth. Later, Swami Vivekananda said to one of his brother disciples, he writes there to one of his brother disciples, he says, "You have not yet understood the wonderful significance of Mother's life." Unfortunately, not many of Sri Ramakrishna's disciples knew the greatness of Holy Mother, because they used to see some shy woman would come into the room at some times and offer food to Sri Ramakrishna and would leave. They had not even seen her face. Much later, after the passing away of Sri Ramakrishna, only could they see her face even. So they did not understand the significance of Holy Mother in their lives as well as in the life of the Ramakrishna Sangha, Ramakrishna order. Therefore, it was Swami Vivekananda who tried to bring in this awareness, and he says, "You have not yet understood this wonderful significance of Mother's life, none of you, but you will gradually know. Mother has been born to revive that wonderful Shakti in India, and making her the nucleus. Once more will Gargis and Maitreyis, about whom we spoke earlier, be born into the world." And he continues, "To me, Mother's grace is 100,000 times more valuable than the Father's. Mother's grace, Mother's blessings are all paramount to me." He says, "Please pardon me, brother, I am a little bigoted here as regards Mother. If but Mother orders, her demons can work anything." This is a reference to the demons who surround Mother Kali. "Brother, before proceeding to America, I wrote to Mother to bless me. Her blessings came, and at one bound I cleared the ocean. There, you see." Our society is full of confusion, full of anger, anxiety, violence, etc., which brings in naturally insecurity and fragility in our human relationships. What does our society need? Today, it needs some nurturing. It needs some understanding. It needs the forgiving nature of a mother, selfless service, attitude of selfless service, who can rise above one's limitations. And we know that only by proper mothering can individuals change the society. We can be the change only when there is a stable mother in our lives. If we want to change ourselves, if we want to change the world, we need to change our attitude. Acceptance of the views of other people is the first step towards this change. We must put others first rather than ourselves first. As a mother does with her child, she puts the child first and then herself. And our role model is Holy Mother Sharda Devi. She spontaneously mothered all people, no matter who they were. She did not judge under what circumstances they came from. And so she said, I am the mother of all. I am the mother of the wicked, as I am the mother of the virtuous. And she gave assurance, never fear. Whenever you are in distress, say to yourself, I have a mother. I have a mother. Once some of the disciples of Sri Ramakrishna did not approve of Holy Mother extending her love towards undesirable types of people. Some were not of good character. So they said, Mother, you should be away from these people. She ignored their advice and said, everybody can be the mother of the good, but who will accept these dregs of society and who will accept and console them? I am the mother of the wicked as well as the mother of the virtuous, of the good. How could Sharda Devi do this? The answer is that she could identify herself with the power of the universe. Next. She could identify herself with the power of the universe. She was completely mothered by the divine power within herself. And naturally she was able to express her motherly traits, the divine mother's traits. So she had experienced pure love coming in contact with Sri Ramakrishna. She could experience what pure love is, and therefore she could distribute that. How to invoke this divine motherhood in ourselves? Firstly, we should become aware of that our divine nature. Do not think that you are mere bodies and that you are mere individuals. We should all identify ourselves with the divine, the nature. I am one with the self. I am one with the Atman. I am the source. There is within me the source of all being, consciousness and bliss, Sat, Chit and Ananda. This is the meditation that we do. There is the source of Satchidananda within myself. And try and experience this pure love and total acceptance of one's own self. See, most of us, we all think of ourselves very wrongly. No, especially in today's world, when everybody wants our bodies to be perfect, all of us, all of the men and women, all want to be like the Hollywood or Bollywood actors. But there is no need for it to be. We are what we are. Accept yourself as you are. Try to bring out that divine self from within yourself. And accepting one's own self leads to accepting the others as well. If I can accept myself as I am, then I can accept others also as they are. Just as a mother accepts her own child as he or she is, in the same way, we have to accept ourselves as well as those around us as they are. Unfortunately, we divide ourselves in terms of country, nation, or religion, and so forth. No, it should not be, especially when we are nurturing the young children. We should make sure that we should not pour the poison of non-acceptance in them. Accept everyone, wherever they belong to, whoever they are, accept it. Only acceptance can bring in peace in ourselves. So this we learn from the life of Holy Mother Sharda Devi. So we need today, on this day, when we are paying our homage to the Divine Mother or motherhood in general, we pray that we get the qualities of acceptance and loving kindness from the personage of Divine Mother. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Thank you. We will be singing a song that is called Ma Nama Sankirtanam. It is about the Holy Mother, and instead of Namaha in the sheet, prayer sheet, just we use the term Ma. Instead of Namaha, we use the term Ma. We'll do it now. त्वं मे ब्रह्म सनातनी मां शारद ईश्वरी शुभगे मां ब्रह्मानंद स्वरूपिणी मां ब्रह्म शक्ति सुखदायिनी मां सच्चित् सुखमय रूपिणी मां सृष्टि स्थिति लयकारिणी मां ब्रह्म सुधाम्बुधिकेलिनी मां ब्रह्मात्मैक्य शुभङ्करी मां जीवेश्वर कौतुकी मां चिन्मय रूप विलासिनी मां शोधिनी मां ज्ञानानंद प्रवर्षिणी मां दिव्य रसामृतवर्षिणी मां मूलाधार निवासिनी मां सहस्रार शिव संगिनी मां आद्ये शक्ति स्वरूपिणी मां इति शुकदायिनी तारिणी मां शुभमतिदायिनी शंकरी मां दुर्मति दुर्नाशिनी मां महाकालरिति पतिनी मां जीव शिवान्तरवर्तिनी मां जगज्जननी जयदायिनी मां तडिल्ल सुख सौदामिनी मां सीतारामाकारिणी मां कृष्ण राधिकारूपिणी मां कमनीयाकृति धारिणी मां भवसागर भय हारिणी मां शांति सौख्य चिरदायिनी मां शांति महागुण वर्षिणी मां कांति वराभयदायिनी मां गिरिशाकोपरि वासिनी मां हरार्धनारी रूपिणी मां नटन महेश्वर संगिनी मां हर हर्षोत्करी नर्तिनी मां शारद ईश्वरी षोडशी मां साधक मानस शोधिनी मां सर्वसुभाग्य प्रसादिनी मां गुह गज मुख जनि दायिनी मां एकानेक भागिनी मां हिमगिरि नन्दिनी लासिनी मां सर्वचराचर सखिनी मां सर्वभवामय वारिणी मां सर्वजगत्रय साक्षिणी मां निखिलाधीश्वरी योगिनी मां येलागन्ध सुकेशिनी मां चिन्मय सुन्दर रूपिणी मां परमानन्द तरङ्गिनी मां रम्यकान्ति चिरधारिणी मां समस्त सुगुणा भूषिणी मां अवतारिणी करुणेश्वरी मां त्रिपुरे सुन्दरी मोहिनी मां ब्रह्माण्डोदर धारिणी मां प्रेमानन्द प्रवर्षिणी मां सर्वचराचर पालिनी मां भुवन चतुर्दश प्रसविनी मां नानालीलाकारिणी मां विविध विभूति विधायिनी मां ज्ञानालोक प्रदायिनी मां विश्वक्रीडा कौतुकी मां विश्वाधिष्ठित स्मरहारिणी मां भक्तानुग्रहकारिणी मां योग भोग वरदायिनी मां योग चंदिनी मां भ्रांति रोग विषहारिणी मां कांति योग सुख दायिनी मां वीर नरेंद्र प्रहर्षिणी मां समाधि चिरचिति दायिनी मां वीर्य बला भयकारिणी मां तापत्रय भयहारिणी मां सर्वोत्तुंग सुवासिनी मां प्रसन्न वरदे भैरवी मां पवन जपार्चन साधिनी मां चंडासुर कलकातिनी मां सकल देव जय साधिनी मां दुष्ट मुंडवधकारिणी मां चामुंडेश्वरी दर्पिणी मां माहिषदर्प विनाशिनी मां माहेश्वर कलमर्दिनी मां त्रिगुण संयोग त्रिरूपिणी मां निर्गुण सगुण विचित्रिणी मां कारित ध्याना नंदिनी मां दर्पण चित्त विहासिनी मां चेतो दर्पण काशिनी मां नव नव रूप सुदर्शिनी मां समस्त लोको धारिणी मां राम कृष्ण नव रूपिणी मां धर्म ग्लानिनी नाशिनी मां धर्म स्थापनकारिणी मां रम्य सजहज पतदर्शिनी मां मातृभाव सुख शोधिनी मां निर्मल भक्तोत्कर्षिणी मां दिव्याद्भुत चरितार्थिनी मां राम कृष्ण सहधर्मिणी मां जय रामाख्य सुवाटिनी मां मृगकेशरी अमरवाहिनी मां दुर्गा हिमाचल नंदिनी मां नरेंद्र हृदय निवासिनी मां लोकोत्तर कृति रशिनी मां सुंदर रूप विकासिनी मां दिव्य गुणाकर धारिणी मां दुर्बल सबल सुकारिणी मां दुःख दैन्य भय नाशिनी मां सर्वभूत हित साधिनी मां समस्त लोक भयकरी मां दुर्गति नाशिनी दुर्गे मां नारायणी जगदाद्ये मां जय जय जगत्प्रदात्ये मां नारायणी जय दुर्गे मां जय 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 जगन्नाथे मां नारायणी जय श्री गुरु महाराज जी की जय। जय महामाई की जय। जय स्वामी जी महाराज जी की जय। जय भगवान बुद्ध देव की जय। जय भगवान यीशु कृष्ण देव की जय। ब्रह्माग्नौ ब्रह्मणाहुतं ब्रह्मैव तेन गन्तव्यं ब्रह्मकर्म समाधिना अन्नपूर्णे सदापूर्णे शङ्करप्राणवल्लभे ज्ञानवैराग्यसिद्ध्यर्थं भिक्षां देहि मे पार्वती। नमो नमो प्रभुवाक्यमनादित नमो प्रभुवाक्यमनादित मनोवचनैकाधार प्रभु मनोवचनैकाधार ज्योतिरज्योति ज्योतिरज्योति महाराज की जय। Thank you. Please proceed downstairs for the prasad.